We're live again.
Episode three.
What's up, Donald?
Well, first of all, I think we should introduce you. We haven't done that yet. Who the hell are you?
I'm just a dude with a GrindKing headband coming down here to the bunker to talk GrindKing and skateboarding and hang out with you.
Yeah.
But what really am I though?
Yeah, no, you're Ryan Batiste. Then how do we know? How did you come into the picture here?
So Donald is one of my dad's really good friends, and we've known each other for a long time. Spent some time with each other out at Burning Man. That was pretty cool. That one time, if I remember.
Yeah,
if you remember.
I convinced your dad to go to Burning Man, and then you went along, and we had some crazy adventures in the desert.
For sure. We went out to the edge of Burning Man, which we're probably not supposed to tell people that we did that.
Well, we went outside. The perimeter.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to do that. But,
yeah, I was scared shitless, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was a dumb idea, but
it wasn't the best idea.
We didn't get busted. So
yeah, well, it's kind of like GrindKing. We got a lot of ideas, and we're probably going to talk about some of them today too.
Yeah,
for sure. But I guess other than that, what I do for GrindKing is I'm that weirdo with the headband and director of marketing.
Yeah. Ryan's going to be in charge of the marketing that we're going to do, and he has he's also a skater. He doesn't skate as much as he used to, like me, but still a skater.
Got an 8-month-old baby at home, so the small time that I can spend skateboarding, I've been a lot more lately ever since we started this podcast and this channel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, getting back on my board, hurting a lot, falling a lot.
And he wanted to wear this headband, which I made in probably, I think it was must have been like late 80s, early 90s, definitely.
What do you guys think about this?
And take it off. Take it off for a sec. Let me show, or maybe it's too. It's just basically a headband that back when I used to have really long hair, and I thought that there'd be something. I always wanted to make innovative stuff even on clothing, so I made this headband which had this terry cloth so you could sweat, and it was 80s. That was kind of a cool thing, headbands. But Ryan is he's bringing it back. So
I'm bringing the headband back.
We want to see what y'all think out there. Should we bring the headband back, or is that something that should stay in the past as just a relic from...
For those who grind.
Yeah.
We can have our own like Cobra Kai club almost, it's like the Karate Kid, except for skateboarding. Oh yeah, congrats to, man, I forgot your screen name. It was somebody who really liked motocross racing. I think he won the last challenge, which I think was
what was his name? We got to do a shout out.
I'll throw it up on the screen, but I forgot his name. But shout out to you. Sorry, I forgot your screen name, but congrats on winning those pair of trucks, because maybe next time we'll give out a headband.
Yeah, well, I have to find out whether one of the reasons you have to take your thing off.
Yeah, no.
One of the reasons we're doing this podcast is to kind of talk about Team GrindKing, and this is kind of leads into the headband and other stuff that we're going to bring back or not bring back. And the idea is that rather than in the past, I would just make stuff and hope it either sold or if it didn't, then we killed it. But I think that the value of having this kind of a community built around, hopefully this podcast continues to grow, is that I want to run things by Team GrindKing and see what you guys think out there as far as what should we bring back, what should we create that hasn't been created before potentially, and also GrindKing. Part of the history of GrindKing was this clothing line. I called it hardware, but spelled it HARDWEAR instead of WARE. So there was well, I'll show it some other time, but there was a whole clothing line that I did. It wasn't just t-shirts. It was shorts. It was there was a smuggler poncho that I made that had all these stash pockets, and the dude Michael Stipe from REM contacted me out of the blue, and he ended up wearing that smuggler poncho on a REM album. He sent me a box that had him wearing it on the album, and it was really kind of for me that was like one of the big moments of like, wow, maybe this clothing line will turn into something big, but it never really did. that big in the U.S. I mean, I was selling quite a bit of it, but in Japan, it had a pretty good following for a while.
I saw a pair of GrindKing jeans on eBay.
Yeah,
The other
really?
day. Yeah, they were like these baggy kind of like parachute jeans.
Yeah, and it's funny because baggy's back, and I'm really happy that things
that.
have gone loose. You know, having this tight thing is gone because I don't really like.
You didn't like
I never got into the tight look.
You didn't like the days of like Dustin Dollin and the crew jeans.
Yeah, that was just. It's just I need room for the goods down there. I don't
for your junk.
Yeah. So I'm glad that
that T-shirt you're wearing is cool though. That's like an old GrindKing shirt.
This is something that's kind of cool. It's dropping truck bombs,
truck bombs. We got some truck bombs to drop.
Yeah, we definitely have some new things in the works, and hopefully we get some of your feedback on what we should bring back. I've got some requests for bringing back the Thunderbird truck, which was more of a wider truck, and things seems like it's going wider. So
people keep asking. Yeah. And like we said before, we're like listening in the comments, and that's kind of what we're here to talk about Team GrindKing today. Cause we keep seeing all these comments like, hey, bring back this, bring back that. And you were just saying what a perfect way to talk to people about what they want to bring back by, well, involving them.
Yeah.
So what do you got to say about that?
Well, okay. So this is kind of one of the focus of this episode is that I want to run this idea by the Team GrindKing. And going back to Team GrindKing, the reason why I'm calling it Team GrindKing and the difference from Team GrindKing in the past was, and most skate companies still do this, is that their team is usually pro riders, and they are really the only ones that really get featured and get the benefits of riding for that company. And I think that's great, and I still think that should exist as part of the skate industry. But I want to try something different for this time around. Rather than just focusing on a few pro guys and having to go through that process again, to me it was a little bit for a truck company. I could see more for boards, because you need to have a personalization of boards. But when it comes to trucks, unless a skater really gets behind the design of it, it's just putting a logo with their name on it, and then you charge more. And I don't really see the benefit of that. I see more of the benefit of this idea of creating products that are not just for pros, but for the average person, the average skater out there, and giving them some. Making them feel like they're part of it. So it's not just the pro rider that is part of Team GrindKing, but it's all skaters out there that want to be part of something where they can contribute to not just the social media, let's say, getting posts up, but also in product development. And this is where I think the big benefit of this experiment, you might say, of Team GrindKing of today is going to be building this community where their feedback and suggestions guide me to how I produce these new products.
It's almost like a decentralized skate truck brand in a way. You can take outside influence and start a company where we actually listen to the people that are using our products. And that's a huge part of what we want to make Team GrindKing about.
Yeah, because in the past I used to make now that I'm doing this Return of El GrindKing phase, I want to keep innovating. I want to just go even more than before. Even I want to go nuts on creating new innovations. And again, not all of them will be great, but the ones that do will hopefully change the game to some degree and help skaters, find new levels of whatever they're doing. And I guess the point I'm making is that this is kind of an experiment, but I think the value of this is that I'm not just going to be making stuff that I think is cool. I want to hear what you guys think is cool so that it helps me come up with stuff that is already going to be accepted. And so so this is one of the new ideas that I want to see what in the comments, what you guys think about it. So there's this thing called Kickstarter. Okay. Kickstarter is a platform that is for crowdfunding. And the beauty of Kickstarter is that these new companies or new inventions or whatever people get on there to show on Kickstarter, the idea is that they don't really have the money, let's say, to come up with their new product. So they put it on Kickstarter, and it kickstarts their business. So what happens is that people, if they like the idea, they'll put money towards it, knowing that it isn't even made yet. And if you hit a certain level, then it's a success, then it's enough money to make the product. And the great thing about that, you have already now an audience that you're testing your idea. Mm-hmm. So if nobody likes it, nobody gets behind the contributes to the project, then it's a dud, and it's just saved you a lot of time and money than to just go make it and hope people buy it. So it gives you this sort of view into whether your idea was good.
You get an automatic feedback loop. You get to kind of bounce ideas off of your customers that actually want to see these products come out, and they get to get some transparency during that time, and they get to hear what's going on with the product being made, manufacturing, and they get more and more excited. So by the time you get the product, you almost feel like you're part of the brand itself.
Exactly. And that's the big thing that the Kickstarter platform, and there's another one called Indiegogo. There's a few of them, but Kickstarter is kind of the main one. And what is a benefit to the contributors is that they not only get the product first, they're the first ones to receive the product, so they're the early adopters, but they also get it at a huge discount. So they're putting money towards it, and they feel like they've helped bring this idea to fruition. In other words, it's not just it's like a community effort to bring this idea. So I have this idea. I'm going to call it, and it's called KickFlipper.
KickFlipper. Do a kickflip.
The skateboarder's version of Kickstarter. So KickFlipper. And KickFlipper is going to be based on these ideas that GrindKing is going to bring, and giving the skaters a chance to, if they like it, of course, they can pre-order it at a huge discount. So they'll get it at a discount that only will be available through KickFlipper. Once it's out, it's going to be the regular price. But by backing the product before it's out helps me fund the idea, number one. Number two, it validates the idea. Like, if nobody wants to, if I hardly get any people backing, I know, like, maybe I shouldn't make it.
Yeah.
But if it's a success, then I know I've got something that people are going to want. The people that funded it helped create it, in a sense. Hopefully they even give me some suggestions to make it better. And they'll get it at this really low price, and also be the first ones they'll be the first ones to actually get the product.
Yeah, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Some exclusivity. Get to be right at the forefront of whatever we're making, and you get to be a part of it. So.
Yeah, so I want, again, this new phase of GrindKing. I want this Team GrindKing to feel like they're part of this brand.
Yeah,
and get benefits for that. Not just say they're part of it.
You have to wear a headband too.
Yeah, and
it's part of the deal.
Yeah. You have to wear a headband.
We might have to remake these.
Yeah,
because I need one in like every color in my closet, because I'm bringing the headband back.
Yeah. So we want to see what you guys think about this idea, and whether we should do KickFlipper, or if it's a dumb idea, let us know. I personally think it's exciting for me, because, like I said, I would like to be able to bring a lot of things back, and this will help enable me to do that, because I have to be honest, GrindKing is starting from scratch. Unfortunately, I don't have the working capital I did back when I ended GrindKing, so I have to kind of be humble and start figure out ways to where I can bring these products back, and this will allow me to bring back these products faster.
Yeah, and it will be enjoyable for you guys too, because you get to be a part of it. So
and you can feel part of that brand, and there'll be hopefully there's some other benefits of this idea too, and I want to hear what there's suggestions. This is the time to suggest, whether you like the idea, what other things you might think might be good. We're all ears, and we want to, again, make you guys out there feel part of this brand, rather than just we're just going to push stuff out to you. Now it's it's a collaborative effort.
For sure. And oh yeah, you know what? To make a point, what do you guys think out there about starting a Discord for GrindKing? Because I was thinking about starting a Discord where we can all kind of communicate to each other and talk about some of these things that are coming out in the near future. So if you think that that's a good idea and you want to see a GrindKing Discord, let us know. Because maybe sometimes communicating through comments and YouTube and Instagram, there's better platforms out there to do that. So let me know if that's something you want to do. Because it might be an easier way to do that. We can put up some stuff. We can have a channel basically talking about what kind of hardware you want to come back. I mean, I've been seeing bring back rims, bring back bridge bolts, bring back bigger trucks, a lot of bigger trucks, or change the bushing. So we've been reading the comments.
Yeah, and you know, again, this idea will allow you out there to help shape the future of skateboarding, because I think skateboarding needs more innovation. Since I stopped over 10 years ago, I haven't seen a lot of dramatic innovation and ideas that have, everything's kind of same old. There's a couple things, but nothing major. And I think, we're going into this new era. Why not? Let's see some crazy stuff again.
Yeah.
Like the headband.
The headband. Bring the headband back.
Yeah.
I sent you that like stupid thing about the trucks that like clip on and off. That was a funny text you sent me. I sent that to you. You're like, clever, but no.
There's a truck company or a truck product that just came out, which you can just slide like it.
Yeah, you just lock it in.
It has a base plate, and you just lock the truck in.
Yeah, one guy was showing it where it's a kind of a good idea is when you go to the airport. You don't have to but that's just lazy. It's just like take a tool and just take them off.
Here's my thoughts on why that. Well, the good thing about it is that you can. I guess the advantage of it is you're just taking trucks off fast. But I'm not sure why do you want to really do that unless you're maybe changing. Why would you want to do that?
Yes, you're changing trucks. Yeah, doesn't really make much sense.
And the problem, well, maybe they have. I have never tried it, so I don't know. But it seems like the more things you add that go together is like another thing that could potentially fall off or break.
Sure. That's what I was thinking about.
Or rattle, like rattling. Rattling. When I talked about the last issue when I came out with the here, let's see. This was the GrindKing with the floater.
Oh yeah.
This is the way it came. It was
Donald. Yeah.
This is how it was sold. Was this floating axle, which I thought this is cool. It solves the axle slip problem. It just free floats. You'll never have wheel bite or a wheel stuck from the bearing
until you hear the sound when you're riding down the street. But then
it was just like
rattles like crazy.
Like a lot. So that anything that has more moving parts and things.
See that thing?
For skateboarding may not be so great because of the fact that little things like a rattle or a squeaky. Like some skaters hate the squeak of bushings. Maybe a certain type of skater doesn't like sounds.
Skaters are really picky on things.
Oh, I used to have skaters tell me they didn't want to put stickers on their board because it adds weight. I'd be like, okay, sure.
Yeah. It's really affecting your ollies. Having a sticker on your board is really affecting your ollies.
Or
and your
it would be
kickflips.
like certain things, like certain colors of bushings. I would change the color, and they go, "Oh, these blue ones work better." I'm going like, "It's the same bushing. It's the
same
color.
bushing. Change the color."
But who knows? Maybe it's psychologically. There's a just like in health. If you think that eating oranges makes you more alert, or there's what's that called, placebo effect.
Placebo effect. Yeah. There's
a
placebo effect in skateboarding.
There's definitely a placebo effect with
skateboarders.
Skateboarders. So there is something to it.
That's why people grind their shoes down and do all kinds of weird stuff to their hardware and their equipment. And I think I was seeing I think like Nisha Houston, he grinds the top of his shoe down. I was seeing that on the 9 Club so that he can. It's like the perfect feel for when he does a kickflip. He'll actually take like a grinder and grind the tip of his shoe down. So people do things.
I saw some guy, he was grinding because a lot of the pro skaters that I've watched talk in some of these, in interviews and stuff, say they like their trucks when they get grinded down.
Yeah.
they get these grooves in them. So I saw this one
indie grooves. It was like some video there.
Yeah, they love the grooves. So, they love the worn in feel. And I saw this one skater recently that actually took his brand new trucks and grinded those grooves in.
Yeah.
Which was
he actually did it himself before he even grind down. That's crazy.
So skaters are very, what I love about skaters is that they like to tinker. They're tinkerers. Mm-hmm. So, they like to tinker with this and that and, change stuff around. And you guys got like Day One Song who removes the top bushing. And right? I think he was probably the one that invented this loose truck thing that everybody, it's kind of a trend right now. And so, I think there is no, some people would say, like, are your trucks the best? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be honest and say for some people they are. And some people they're not.
It's an individual thing. Right?
It's like saying, what's the best car? Is it a Ford? Is it a Tesla? Depends on who you're talking to and what they're using it for. So there is no really best truck. There is maybe, it's your preference and what you do. There is a best truck for you, perhaps.
It's a good chance to people should hear that, maybe move more into customization. So you the individual can kind of choose how you feel about it.
Exactly. Having the ability to tinker is cool. Look at how cars, how people tinker with their cars. They're always adding this and that. So I think, that's why I want to bring back rims and nut locks. I get these comments, bring it back. It's coming. Yeah, and this is KickFlipper out,
That's the way that you can get these things to come back. That's how I can
bring it back fast. You want to bring it back faster or bring in new stuff? I'm hoping this may be the new innovation that is going to allow this to happen faster.
Yeah. You guys are Team GrindKing. So
Team GrindKing.
We're here to make it happen.
Let's make it happen together.
Sure. Yeah. So we were going to keep this episode pretty short. What else do we have coming up? We're going to make
there's an October surprise. There is an October surprise.
Yeah.
We'll probably talk more about that on the next episode, what that is. But it's something that I think a lot of you out there will be interested in.
Sounds creepy and disturbing. An October surprise. What's going to happen in October? I have no idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I think there's a lot of things. October is going to be a really good month for a lot of things in this GrindKing in the world, elections, everything. There's a lot of things this October. I think it's a big month
for sure. So stay tuned for the October surprise. So we got that coming. And, thank you for the comments. Thank you for the subscriptions on YouTube. We just see that number going up. We're almost 100 subscribers, which is sweet. I'm liking that because we can get our custom URL. Did you know that?
We're only 9,900 away from being a YouTube, a real channel.
When
we get to
10,000. We're going to go viral, guys. Yeah. But
another thing is that I think the next episode, we're going to have another contest. So we're thinking of some cool ideas, how we can give another truck away or something.
For sure.
So you could comment on that too. So
you could win another truck. So stay tuned for the next episode. Hit the like or subscribe button. Follow us on our socials, Instagram, TikTok. We all have them up in the bio. So I think that's a good place to stop for today. What do you think? And let us know. KickFlipper, is that a good name? Do you want us to do KickFlipper? What do you guys want to see come back? We want to keep reading them in the comments, and we want to keep listening. So,
good
shit.
All right.
Peace out. Thanks, guys.